on the device switch and lock the four casters of the equipment. Pull the knob to adjust the hand grip bar, armrest pad height, and backrest pad height. Rotate the bed frame's fixed handle, loosen the lumbar traction, and secure it during patient transfer and cervical traction. Rotate the handle to adjust the lumbar angle pad and lower limb pad. Use the foot control switch to adjust the bed height. Main unit head, emergency switch, traction rope and hook for traction. Color LED touch screen can rotate left and right. Cervical traction device, when in use, open the knob below the head unit. Turn the head unit to one side. Insert the cervical traction device diagonally into the slot. Turn the head unit towards the bed and tighten the knob. Facial support pad and axillary support bracket for upper limb traction fixation. Wedge pad, rib fixation strap, hip fixation strap, and lower limb triangle pad. Fix the rib fixation strap, adjust the head unit upwards, and insert the rib fixation device into the lower slot. Fix the hip fixation strap, loosen the bed frame fixing device and pass the male and female buckles through the bed frame metal rod. Operation of traction bed. Open the rib and hip fixation and lay them flat on the bed surface and adjust the bed height. Lumbar traction. After the patient lies flat, secure the rib fixation strap. Fix the hip fixation strap and tighten the adjustment device after double fixation. Hang the hip hook on the ring and place the lower limb triangle pad under the patient's knees. Adjust the bed angle based on patient comfort and treatment effect. Adjust the lumbar angle according to the patient's comfort. Choose to use the axillary support bracket or hand grip bar based on patient comfort. Software operation. Click to retract the traction rope and pull it to the appropriate length for traction. Fix the traction hook to the traction strap ring. Hold the traction rope and click to retract the traction rope to tighten it. Place the emergency switch in the patient's hand and teach them how to use it. Click lumbar traction and select the treatment mode based on the patient's actual condition. The intermittent mode is commonly used. Ask the patient's weight. Click traction force. Click weight. Enter the patient's weight in kilograms, and the system will automatically display the traction force percentage, which can be set based on clinical experience. After completing the settings, return to the previous interface. Click on Time. Set rest and traction time. Set the treatment time. Click Start and begin lumbar traction. The screen displays real-time traction force, and traction speed can be set. The speed is 100%, with 1 kilogram of traction per second. The preset tension can be turned on or off. When it is turned on, the device will predict the patient's reactive force and automatically adjust the traction force. After lumbar traction treatment, the patient should lie still on the treatment bed for 3 到5分钟. Use. There will be a sound prompt after stopping. First, remove the traction hook and retract the emergency switch. Then, from bottom to top, loosen the hip and rib fixation straps, remove the axillary support bracket, and retract the lower limb triangle pad. Adjust the lumbar angle back to its original position. Adjust the bed height, and facilitate the patient to get off the bed. Remove the cervical traction device. Open the head unit fixing knob. Turn the head unit to one side. and insert the cervical traction device diagonally into the slot. Turn the head unit towards the bed and tighten the head unit fixing knob. Adjust the bed height and set the bed in a head high, feet low position for more effective traction. Confirm the bed frame fixing handle is secured. Cervical traction. Place the patient's head in the cervical traction cushion. Adjust the distance of the cushion using the knobs on both sides to reduce the patient's discomfort and make the traction process more comfortable. Secure the head strap and hang the traction hook on the cervical traction device. Hold the traction rope and click to retract the traction rope. Click cervical traction and choose the traction mode based on the patient's actual condition. Select the intermittent traction mode and click traction force. Enter the patient's weight in kilograms, and the system will automatically display the traction force percentage, which can be set based on clinical experience. After completing the settings, return to the previous interface. Click on Time. Set rest and traction time. Set the treatment time. Choose the traction speed based on the patient's actual condition. Place the emergency switch in the patient's hand. Click Start and begin cervical traction. The screen displays real-time traction force. When traction ends, wait until the traction force value is 0. After the sound prompt, loosen the patient's head strap and turn the knob under the cushion. The patient should lie still on the treatment bed for 3 到5分钟use. Retrieve the emergency switch from the patient's hand, and the cervical traction treatment is completed.